Taiwan is heading to the polls in less than a month's time, and President Tsai Ing-wen is seeking re-election in the 11th of January poll, but she's up against stiff competition from the main opposition Kuomintang party.
In her campaign speeches, Ms Tsai has accused Kuomintang of cosying up to Beijing. KMT candidate Han Kuo-yu met senior Chinese officials earlier this year.
Relations between Taiwan and China have soured since Ms Tsai won office in 2016. Well, for more on the upcoming polls, Victoria Jen joins us live from Taipei. Vic, we know that the vice presidential candidates are presenting their policies this evening. What are the key issues that have been addressed so far?
Well, cross-strait relations and Taiwan's economic development remain the primary policy focus of the three vice presidential candidates. Now, William Lai from the pro-independence DPP called China a troublemaker for trying to eradicate the island's existence with its military intimidation and by poaching its diplomatic allies. He stressed that what happened in Hong Kong was a living proof that the one country, two systems formula has failed. So only under the DPP's rule, which rejected the one country, two systems formula, could Taiwan maintain its sovereignty and democracy. But his KMT rival Zhang Shanzhen attacked the ruling DPP's failure in reviving the island's slowing economy. He said that Taiwan under President Tsai Ing-wen has not signed free trade agreement with any major economies, and Tsai has done nothing to revive the island's sluggish tourism industry. And instead, she sugarcoated the economic figures to fool the public and turn a blind eye on the people suffering. Now, Sandra Yu from the PFP said the Taiwanese have become the biggest loser in the election because of the endless wrangling between the DPP and the KMT, and it would take the third force to bring Taiwan a better future.
Sounds like they're all sort of pushing hard on their own narratives. Victoria, what's at stake for Taiwan in this election?
Yes, well, Taiwan's future relations with the mainland will be deeply affected by the results of the presidential race, and cross-strait development will decide where Taiwan's future is heading. Now, relations across the strait have soured under President Tsai's leadership. Her refusal to accept the One China principle has prompted China to cut off all official exchanges with Taiwan and ban mainland visitors from coming to the island. Now, Beijing has also ramped up military intimidation and marginalized Taiwan politically and economically. So if President Tsai were to be re-elected, cross-strait ties would only go from bad to worse. And Beijing is likely to further turn up the heat on Taiwan and escalate tension across the strait. Now, based on the latest polls, President Tsai is now ahead of her KMT rival by nearly 30 percentage points, and is a huge gap that is unlikely to narrow with the election only 3 weeks away.
Thanks for that, Victoria. I'm sure we'll be checking in with you regularly as we build towards the elections on the 11th of January in Taiwan. Thanks very much for that, Victoria Jen in Taipei.